this show. I'm Dean Hill, alongside my anchorman Gilbert Corsi and the Rocky Mountain Mouth Michael Titus. And Gilbert, this is going to boil.
Fireworks. Fireworks to start us off this week at OVW, and tonight, in this hour, we will show you the questionable ending to OVW television that you did not see last week. We will show you exactly how Smooth John Spade became the #1 contender for Jamin Olivencia at the December 7th Saturday Night Special.
He did it cleanly. He did it fairly. He did it the danger way.
And you are delusional.
Also in this hour, it's Marauder versus Marauder. Shiloh Jones versus Joe Coleman. Television title on the line. And I got to wonder if that means trouble for that group, guys.
The snake is starting to eat its own tail, and it's a very weird situation. Shiloh Jones is losing control of his organization.
Well, here she comes, ladies and gentlemen, the OVW Women's Champion. Her ring, her island, Lei'D Tapa. Let's go to Shannon the Dude for the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall, and it is for the OVW Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Boston, Massachusetts. She is the Boston Strong Bombshell, Taeler Hendrix.
OVW's resident
And her opponents from the Isles of Tonga. She is the Queen of Rings and the OVW Women's Champion, Lei'D Tapa.
And what a force she has become, not only in OVW, but in professional wrestling. You keep your eye on Lei'D Tapa. Keep your eye on Taeler Hendrix as well. Both of these young ladies are on their way up.
Dean, the title's on the line there. There you see senior official Chris Sharp holding up the belt. And wait a minute here, as his back is turned.
A sneak attack.
Taylor's doing whatever she can.
She's in Pearl Harbor.
Using Tapa's cape against her. But when you're dealing with a dominating female the size of Lei'D Tapa, do you not have to pull out all the stops?
You absolutely have to. I mean, especially since she has dominated the entire women's division in OVW, you have got to outsmart her at any moment in time. But there comes the Tongan Death Grip.
Taeler Hendrix had a game plan. I got to give it to that. Called for the bell on you. Have it, sir.
They'd already started, Dean. Oh! Tapa just gets the taste smacked out of her mouth by Taeler, and I think Taeler's just realized what she's done. You don't need any excuse to make Tapa angry.
She's angered the monster.
She bails and she runs, and I don't know that I necessarily blame her. I know quite a few men in the men's locker room that would bail and run from Lei'D Tapa. Taeler Hendrix right now is on the run, and Tapa is in hot pursuit.
Title's on the line here, and Taylor's done it 3 times before. She's been women's champion here in OVW 3 times before, but has she ever faced a battle, ever faced a test quite like Lei'D Tapa?
Well, Taylor's always had her way and come in here against a powerhouse that is Lei'D Tapa. This may not bode well for Taeler Hendrix right now. Taeler being pulled back up by the lady is thrown around like a sack of potatoes.
She is an Amazon, Amazonian-like strength. Without a doubt, I used to say perhaps, but without a doubt, Lei'D Tapa is the most powerful woman in the ladies' locker room, perhaps that we have ever seen come through the doors here in Davis Arena, Dean.
And grew up in professional wrestling. I mean, the background, the family connections that she has into the professional wrestling history speaks for itself.
Of course, Tapa is the niece of the Barbarian.
I put her size and strength up against any female in professional wrestling, and I believe that she's going to be top of the food chain, not just in OVW, but the world.
Does this match not take Taeler completely off her game? The usual things that we see from Taeler Hendrix, the bullying, the talking down to, just the dominating woman in the ring. None of that's going to fly here with Lei'D Tapa.
No, not at all. The mind games has been something that served Taeler Hendrix so very, very well in her career here in OVW. And you do not play mind games with someone that doesn't care about mind games.
Exactly.
It looks to me like Taeler had one card up her sleeve, and that was to try to use Lei'D Tapa's cape to blind her at the very beginning of the match. And and try to get a lucky punch in on her. Lei'D Tapa survived that entire encounter, and right now Taeler Hendrix better hope she's got another card up her sleeve someplace else.
Stalking her prey. Ah! She said sailing.
Out of the way in just the nick of time. Can Taeler capitalize?
Yeah, but Lei'D Tapa caught that. That shows the athleticism of Lei'D Tapa.
Wait,
she has the wherewithal to grab that rope.
Look at that tree. It's teetering. Teetering and tottering on the apron. Taeler hits the far side. Incoming. Look out. Tapa takes a hard spill to the floor right
But she's
in front
still
of
on
the
her feet.
broadcast booth.
She's still on her feet. She's never left her feet.
Is the women's champion in trouble? This match continues.
Here we are.
The official website for Ohio Valley Wrestling is ovwrestling.com. Log on for streaming video of the weekly TV shows uploaded every Thursday, talent roster with all the OVW stars, news on live events, the latest OVW home videos for sale, and complete information on the program known as the Harvard of Pro Wrestling, the OVW Training Center.
We're back here at Davis Arena, 4400 Shepherdsville Road. Gilbert Corsi alongside Dean Hill and Michael Titus. Ladies Championship on the line. Tapa defending against Taeler Hendrix, and during the break, Lei'D Tapa barely able to make it back into the apron, make it back to the ring, and break the count here.
Well, that's after she rammed into the television desk, which, by the way, is now 7 inches farther away from the ring than what it used to be.
But what she has not done is she's never left her feet. Nothing Taeler Hendrix is able to do has got her off her feet. This Amazonian Tongan lady is not going down.
But I don't know if I've ever seen Tapa this slow at this point in time.
And a mistake, if you ask me, that Taeler is making is she's allowing Lei'D Tapa. She's not staying on her after that encounter with the television desk. I mean, you got to use what you got to use for Taeler Hendrix. And she had Lei'D Tapa over here disoriented. Hendrix should have come out and stayed on top of it. She did not do it.
I said that I don't know if I've ever seen Tapa hurt before, but what's that saying about a wounded animal?
Oh, yeah, you know, if you wound a tiger, you're just making them more dangerous, and that's exactly what may have happened here with Taeler Hendrix and Lei'D Tapa. She's made Lei'D Tapa more dangerous.
Lei'D Tapa looks like she hurt her elbow. She hurt her left hand when she came in and hit and bombarded with the table here, and now she is favoring that. Taeler Hendrix better capitalize on it. Oh, no!
She's biting her. Taeler biting her.
Well, that's the intelligence of Taeler Hendrix. You know, you've never been said that she's not an intelligent wrestler. She sees a potential advantage here in that damaged left hand of Lei'D Tapa, and you got to give Taeler some credit. Even though you don't like the way she did it, she has focused on that, and it may very well pay off for her.
Ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, we are going to show you the questionable, be it controversial, finish to Jamin and John Spade from last week that made John Spade the new #1 contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship at the Saturday Night Special.
I'm sorry to talk through you there. Tapa caught her in midair and caught her by the throat.
Even with the injury sustained on that right arm, Lei'D Tapa is still very powerful, very strong, and taking it to Taeler Hendrix.
And also in this hour, it will be Marauder versus Marauder for the television title when champion Shiloh Jones defends against one of his own in Joe Coleman.
She's turning her chest into lunch meat.
I'm telling you right now, the Marauders are falling apart, and Titus is upset about it. He thought that was going to be his claim to fame, was being part of this Marauders organization, and it's quickly going into the dirt.
It's all speculation on your part. I've already claimed my fame, and I'm still soaring with the stars.
So right now it is the women's titles on the line, and the champion in Lei'D Tapa, who is pressing now against Taeler Hendrix. Short arm clothesline has Taeler looking at the lights.
And it shows you one thing, Lei'D Tapa, the force that she is out here wrestling basically with one hand injured and is still throttling Taeler Hendrix.
Taeler Hendrix is prone. She's susceptible. She's not able to counteract anything. Even an injured Amazonian Tongan lady cannot be stopped.
Tampa's out here screaming to the crowd, nobody slaps me. And she's laying it out on the Taeler Hendrix. Used the left hand. Maybe the feeling's coming back in it, Gilbert.
A little bit of turnabout is fair play. Remember, this match began with Taeler trying to smack the taste out of Tapa's mouth.
Again, Tapa with the advantage. Hooks Taeler up.
Look at the power here. The power here of the Queen of Rings, Lei'D Tapa.
Bad move on the part of Taeler Hendrix. It's not going to help her.
Oh, man.
Tries
Still hurt her.
to break Taeler in half. I tell you what, the spine is not supposed to bend that way.
No, it's not, and it did. And Taeler Hendrix, I'm surprised that she's got doesn't have some feeling problems in her legs right now. That, I mean, you talk about something that could potentially put you out of professional wrestling. You just saw it.
I'll tell you what, I said I'd never seen Tapa hurt. I don't know if I've ever seen Taeler dominated in this fashion. And she goes back for it. She goes back for that Tongan death grip. Setting up here for a finisher that we've seen before. And Taeler,
right to the eyes.
She can't see.
Taeler fighting her way out of it, doing whatever she could to get away from the grasp of Lei'D Tapa.
And he poured in a storm, and that was the situation for Taeler Hendrix. Went to the eyes, and you could talk about raking the corneas.
The referee should be checking on Lei'D Tapa. She could have a torn retina.
But still, right now, Lei'D Tapa may not be able to see, but if she's able to get her hands on Taeler Hendrix, she is still a power to be reckoned with.
The question is, can Taeler capitalize right now?
Oh, Marco.
Exactly. Tapa can't see her at all. And now we're seeing the Taeler Hendrix of days long ago come back to life.
Yeah, it's just dawned on Taeler here in the last 30 seconds that she cannot see me.
When Taeler senses that her opponent is vulnerable, that is when she is at her best.
Oh, she's saying something to Chris Sharp, the referee in the corner, but...
Watch out, Lei'D Tapa's going to come after her with a full vengeance. Oh, and the anger and animosity that is possessed.
Tapa swinging like a wild woman.
Taeler Hendrix suspends Chris Sharp and feeds him to the wolf.
Chris Sharp will wake up next week. Taeler's out of the way just in the nick of time. And I don't know if Tapa realizes who she actually hit. Well, she does now.
Chris Sharp's going to have to go home and get pampered, have some fish and chips, and
yeah,
he'll be
but
better.
This may, Taeler Hendrix has the advantage now, but even if she pins Tapa, who's there to make the count? She just sacrificed the referee.
The title is
it
on the
just
line here,
dawning on her?
Dean.
Got to make sacrifices in desperate situations like that. She didn't want to get injured.
Hold on,
Lei'D
what's she
Tapa's
doing?
even more dangerous.
Why is she leaving the ring?
Well, Taeler Hendrix has never met a rule that she didn't want to break. And she just kicked our ring announcer, Shannon the Dude, out of his seat.
She's grabbed a chair.
He needs to stand. He sits all day.
Tapa can't see. The referee is down. Twisted Taeler has got an idea in her mind.
Well, if you're going to chop down a tree the size of Lei'D Tapa, you better have an axe, and she's bringing one into the ring.
In the form of a steel chair.
You got that right.
The venom is flowing in Taeler Hendrix. She's about ready to sink her teeth into Tapa and take care of business.
Is Taeler going to do it? Is she sensing victory now? Wow,
she wants the title back.
It would be the fourth reign. The fourth reign for Taeler. She goes to shake the referee. Taeler's going to do it. Taeler's going to do it. Taeler's going to beat Tapa. This one's over. The cover. The count.
No, Tapa will not go silently into the night. Tapa she just didn't raise a shoulder. She threw Taeler off of it.
Does that not speak to the strength and the power of this Amazon?
Volumes, my friend. Taeler going back to the chair again, though, Gilbert.
Frustration beginning to set in now for Taeler Hendrix.
Look at the devious look
on
Taeler's face.
Oh!
Backfire! Backfire!
Oh, just move around like a ragdoll.
The cover. The leg is hooked. That's two. Tapa with the win.
here is your winner and still OVW Women's Champion, Lei'D Tapa.
Oh man, that was impressive, Gil.
An incredible bout for the Women's Championship, and Tapa putting a definitive stamp at the top of the ladies division here in Davis Arena. Hey, don't go anywhere.